they continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we recap the Warriors' 5-4 win over the Prince Albert Raiders. It was a big start to this hockey game for the Warriors, and then they held on late as the Prince Albert Raiders put a good push together in the final minutes of this hockey game to try to even things up after a strong third period, but the Warriors were able to pull out the victory here in this one tonight, getting the 5-4 win over the Raiders and sweeping their 2 games this weekend, winning 3 out of 4 here this week as well. So a big win for the Warriors in this one. We got plenty to go over here on the post-game show. We'll start with the scoring summary, but we'll also hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary. We'll have the Connexus save of the night, the 3 stars of the hockey game, and we'll get you up to date on the out-of-town scoreboard. But let's start with that scoring summary. And it was a solid first period for the Moose Jaw Warriors as they struck 3 times in the first 9 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. Jagger Firkus got his 14th of the season at 4:01. And then just a minute 25 later, Lyndon Lakovich gets his 6th of the season. That made it 2-0 5 minutes in for the Warriors. 4 minutes after that, Jagger Firkus, 2nd of the night, 15th of the season, a short-handed marker that put the Warriors up 3-0 after 1 period of play. Then Denton Matejchuk gets the Warriors in front by 4 at 3:40 into the second period, but the Raiders battle their way back. Matej Kubiesa gets his 4th of the season at 4:46. That's followed up by Harrison Lodwick with his 1st of the season at 7:01. That made it 4-2. It was tightening up, but the Warriors get a little bit of insurance, and they needed it. It was Jagger Firkus, his 16th of the season, hat-trick goal. That came at 17:23, made it 5-2 for the Warriors after 2 periods of play. But the Raiders, they continued to press and came right back in that third period. Christoph Matchis gets his 7th of the season at 1:53. That pulled the Raiders to within 2. And then late in the period, Hayden Pakala with just under 5 minutes to go. He gets his 4th of the season, making it a 1-goal game. The Raiders would get a late power play. They would pull their goalie, but Warriors were able to fend them off and get the win. Dimitri Fortin with his 1st Western Hockey League win as well in this one for the Warriors. So big night all around for Moose Jaw. Big afternoon, I should say. Sloan Stanek had 3 assists for the Raiders in the loss. Shots on goal in that third period, 15-6 in favor of PA, 36-33 overall for the Warriors with on the shot clock. Neither power play able to convert on this afternoon. The Warriors go 0 for 2 while PA goes 0 for 3 with the man advantage. So the Warriors pick up the 5-4 win over the Prince Albert Raiders, evening the season series at 2-2. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of the hockey game. Your 3rd star is Sloan Stanek with 3 assists here on the afternoon. He picks up your 3rd star of the game. 2nd star, the captain, Denton Matejchuk. Big goal early in that second period. He gets the 2nd star, 3 goals in 2 games here this weekend. Jagger Firkus had 3 goals here tonight, 4 goals in total this weekend. He's got 16 on the year. He was your 1st star with the hat trick this afternoon. So Jagger Firkus picking up first star Denton Matejchuk, second star honors, and Sloan Stanek from the Prince Albert Raiders is your third star of the hockey game. We'll continue the post-game show with the Connexus save of the night. Dimitri Fortin, in his second start, gets his first win.
The shot save made.
Wraparound opportunity for the Raiders.
By Fortin.
Swatted away.
Puck comes out.
First
Raiders
initial shot, Dimitri Fortin.
Wasn't by much.
Made some big saves in the third period as well. This one in the second frame. Wraparound attempt there from Sloan Stanek. Able to bat that one away. A little help from his defense as well. Dimitri Fortin gets the save of the game and his first Western Hockey League win to go with it. Wraparound attempt right here. Nice pad save there from Dimitri Fortin, and that was your save of the night. We'll take a quick break, hopefully catch up with Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary when we come back next here on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Idiot shot! Scores! Second efforts leads to the Warriors' first goal. They score! What a shot! They score! Warriors win!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we continue to recap the Warriors' 5-4 win over the Prince Albert Raiders here this afternoon. We're just waiting to hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room where the head coach is just signing in down there. Coach, a big win last night, a quick turnaround here tonight, and you come out with a strong start. How important was that start to that first period to earning you guys the victory here this afternoon?
Yeah, well, you saw the way the game finished, and it was important that we had a good start because we didn't have a real good finish. At the end of the day, we came away with 2 points and a big divisional win. But I think we learned some lessons down the stretch. First of all, what it takes to win games, and teams aren't just going to quit and roll over. But at the end of the day, our big boys played real well tonight, especially early on, and we got a big 2 points.
Yeah, Jagger Furcus with the hat trick. 3 goals that were unassisted too. You don't see that too often. It seemed like he was really clicking early on in this game.
Yeah, I thought the third one was a good job by Atlee Calvert, providing some puck pressure, created the turnover, and when you're on, you're on. The puck lands right on Furky's stick, and he knows what to do with it. But he was the best player on the ice the whole night. Certainly he had no problem finishing the game the right way, and he's just so good in so many areas. We saw it on the penalty kill. We see what he does in the power play, and certainly 5-on-5, he's a guy that you just want out there when the game's on the line.
Dimitri Fortin hasn't seen a lot of action so far this year, but comes up big with 29 saves for his first WHL win. How key was he back there, especially late in that third period?
Yeah, we didn't make it easy for him, that's for sure. I thought we played real well at the start in terms of managing pucks and not allowing a whole lot to go on inside home plate, but different story down the stretch, and we made him earn that first win, and he certainly did that. He made some big saves when we really needed them there, especially on those late kills. So happy for Dimitri. He deserves it. He works hard each and every day, and it's nice to get a little bit of something to be rewarded for your hard work.
This was a busy week, a big week for the team. You come away with 3 out of 4 wins. How important is that for this team as you head into the move into deeper into the season?
Yeah, you just have to take one look at the standings and see how important these games are. Not just the one last night against Prince George. Any win's a big win, but especially these ones against a divisional team like PA. And you have a good week like we did, and you look different in the standings. You have a bad weekend, and it's not as fun to look at. So it keeps you on your toes. You can't get complacent, but this is a real good week for the guys, and they deserve what they got.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the win, and good luck next week as you head to Alberta for a couple of games.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks to Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. Let's take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard to wrap up the night. 3 other games happening in the Western Hockey League, and Prince George, after losing here last night, going to Regina with a big start early on in that game. 3 goals in the first period. They lead the Pats 3-0. 2 other games still to get underway later on. In about half-hour time in in Vancouver, the Kamloops Blazers will be there to take on the Giants. And then later on, the Calgary Hitmen will host the Portland Winterhawks in Calgary as action gets underway there at 6 o'clock. So head to WHL.ca to get your recaps on the WHL out-of-town scoreboard. And we'll move over to the NHL now, where there was also 4 games happening today. The Buffalo Sabres knocked off the Colorado Avalanche 4-0. New Jersey out in front 3-2 on Minnesota. San Jose with a 1-0 lead on Washington. That game in the second period. And in about a half an hour, they'll hit the ice at Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton for the Heritage Classic between the Oilers and Flames. A big outdoor game there in Edmonton. Should be a great atmosphere there at Commonwealth Stadium. So you can get your updates on all those at NHL.com as well as WHL.ca. The Moose Jaw Warriors will head out on the road to Alberta. They play Edmonton on Friday and Calgary on Sunday next weekend. We'll be back here at home coming up on Thursday, November 9th, when the Brandon Wheat Kings come to town. We'll have all your action here from the hangar in downtown Moose Jaw. You can get tickets to those games at mjwarriors.ca. But Warriors pick up a big 5-4 win this afternoon over the Prince Albert Raiders on IKS Media Warriors Live.